I don't know, Devin. I think you probably would know that more than me.
Devin stats.
Frozen and Jen.
He's
going Corrin.
They've played an amount of times.
Fair enough.
It's not the first.
So Ryu Corrin, I don't know how this matchup typically goes.
So I think a big thing in a lot of Ryu matchups is how well the other character can deal with focus.
Yes, focus is absolutely crucial, and with the character with the not too many multi-hits such as Corrin, it's going to be very interesting to see how Frozen navigates the ever-bound threat of pretty much getting focus attacked and then pretty much getting converted on really hard.
Yeah. I think big thing for Frozen is going to be, he does have a couple of multi-hits. He's got that down air. That was a great F smash right there.
Incredibly spaced F smash.
Ooh, and that might take it.
might be dead. No, okay, saved his jump.
Yeah.
Excellent job by Jen.
Just at max range right there for the Shoryu recovery. Still, Frozen playing extremely well right now. Has a pretty significant lead.
Is it Jen or Gen?
It's Jen, I
believe.
believe.
It's Jen, okay. So I'm gonna stop saying Gen, even though I want to.
That was very well played.
Was that back air right there? Or?
I think so.
That was nice.
It was so quick, I didn't even know
that
what was
happening.
happening.
That was an exquisite back air.
So a great stock right there from Frozen. That was probably a misinput counter, but
yeah, Jen gonna have to find some answers.
Doesn't make too much of a difference. I like the up tilt pressure through the platform. Not really much Ryu can do about that to punish out of shields.
Ooh, the counter on the Frozen smiling like
the hitbox on the fireball is smaller than I think it is.
Yeah,
always.
definitely.
Like, you can have your head in the fireball and it just won't hit you.
It also doesn't really hurt that bad if it hits you. You can kind of just dash right out of it sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on the percent, but it's certainly not the most effective projectile in the game.
It's really interesting.
I like the get-up option there.
It's really interesting because in Street Fighter, that stuff knocks you back like hard. You get.
So we just saw our first real focus interaction of the whole game.
Ooh, yep, there we go.
There's our second, and it's going to be it's not a kill. Again, Jen completely missed that down tilt Shoryu.
Cannot be missing those conversions, especially against a player of Frozen's caliber. You need to take every punish you can get, especially when Ryu's at this deficit. However, my golden rule is Ryu is never at a deficit given his rage.
Sort of a mini Lucario
he can
in
kill
that rage.
like 60. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like from the characters I play, I know max rage Shoryu kills Zelda at 48.
That's wild.
So
Sakurai,
Corrin is obviously heavier than Zelda, but
what were you on?
If he can get this first stock, he's certainly still alive. Frozen proving very, very difficult to kill right now, though.
Yeah, he's
just
being
very evasive.
He's not really. Okay, that could be.
Is that gonna take it?
Nah.
Almost.
The high ceiling of Battlefield's gonna let him live a little bit longer. Oh my God! But the drop down dragon wings coming out.
Oh man. Frozen making very good use of Corrin's back air that game. I think one of the most interesting things we saw was a couple of times Jen would focus, and Frozen would just back air and get out of range. And essentially what he does from that is he takes free damage.
Yeah.
You still take half of the damage when you're in focus.
Yeah.
And back air spaces him so far away that there's no way Jen can hit him, even if he focus punches immediately.
Oh,
so
definitely.
Frozen just taking some extra percent whenever he can get it, and not letting focus really factor into this matchup. So
I like that a ton, actually. If there's one thing I can attribute to Frozen, he's a very cerebral, methodical player. He utilizes all his tools, and he really critically thinks about the matchup he's presented with while going into it.
And he's just taking into account the way his opponent is playing neutral rather than the way the character is playing neutral.
Yeah, definitely, which I like a lot. I think it's an attitude that many players could aspire to really apply to themselves, because it honestly helps out a lot. Once you realize that it's the person behind the controller that's playing you rather than the character, it's going to be, you're going to prove a lot more quickly.
Good grab right there. Corrin, of course, no follow-ups at really any percent.
Yeah, it's a sad day
unless
for
they DI
Corrin.
very wrong on down throw at like 10. After that, you have nothing really.
They DI full in maybe and drop their controller, maybe.
But still, grabbing still an effective thing because it just gets it in their mind and allows you to get those openings with the insta-pin or with a back air or something, or a big hit like that neutral B.
Jen is trying to come down with these focus attacks quite a bit, but Frozen's just keeping a very respectable distance, not letting it get in his head too much, not letting it threaten him too much either, as he's taking a small percentage lead.
So this is still an even game, though. They're both at kill percent. I think Frozen more so. If he gets Shoryu, he's dead at this percent.
He's done.
That was a great up air, though. I wonder if Jen meant to focus when he down aired there.
I wonder, but
because that was a very strange situation to just throw it or down air.
Definitely a very interesting scenario right there, but Frozen was able to capitalize it very appropriately, so it's up to him.
And we're seeing Frozen quite often spaced.
We're seeing him pin out of focus? I did not know that.
You can. Oh, I think he dropped focus. I think he dashed out of it.
Oh, that could be. Oh!
Up tilt, down air. That's going to take it.
Nice.
Very good conversion from Jen right there, and we have an even game right here in game 2.
I don't think Frozen anticipated that follow-up right there on Jen's part, so good stuff to Jen.
Yeah, you can SDI up to get out of the Shoryu combo, but you still get down air.
You're still going to get dunked.
So, yeah, I think if you SDI back, you can get out of that, but I'm not too positive. Up tilt down air is a weird thing.
It is. It's
just
like
sometimes true and
Ryu's
sometimes not.
The follow-ups Ryu has are so versatile that it's really odd to know what really works. Frozen, however, keeping... I like the distance Frozen is keeping, though. He's throwing out these nice, very safe aerials, and again, cannot find any openings with this focus. He has to rely mostly on these grabs he's getting.
Yeah, and we're seeing Frozen use Corrin's range as much as he possibly can. I like that air dodge through.
Ooh, okay.
That's what we were talking
God-tier
about.
spacing right
he gets
there
the
by
back
Frozen.
air, which, of course, sends you away from your opponent. And he back airs, lets Jen focus punch, and it doesn't hit him.
Ooh,
and the tipper 2-frame with the
God.
side B.
That's the set already. That felt like such a fast set, honestly.
It was. Those two very fast characters right there.
That was a quick adventure right there.
Yeah. Wow, what a great set right there from Frozen.
Good stuff from Frozen.
Jen played pretty well, too.
Yeah,
I think
honestly.
definitely adjusted well the second game. But Frozen absolutely dominant there at the end.
Definitely.
And he gets the tipper side B 2-frame to close
Honestly,
it out.
that-
Very good finish.
Against a recovery like Ryu's that where most characters fail to kind of clip it because Ryu can punch you through the stage sometimes. Really good
Often,
stuff by
yes.
Frozen to utilize Corrin's side pin tipper range.
Yeah, Corrin has a couple of ways to do that. You know, she can F smash that, she can side B that. Side B, much, much more viable, though, because side B's frame 7 or 8.